Welcome back to The Vocalist. Today we are listening to Stevie Ray Vaughan. Now, I have been racking my brain and I honestly don't think I have ever heard his singing before. Every time I heard the name Stevie Ray Vaughan, it was always in conjunction with his guitar playing skills. So I'm getting an education today. This is Stevie Ray Vaughan and Double Trouble performing Pride and Joy live in 1982. Here we go.
My sweet little thing, she's my pride and joy. She my sweet little baby, I'm a little lover boy. Yeah, I love my baby, my heart and soul. Love like eyes, I want to never grow. She's my sweet little thing, she's my pride and joy. My sweet little baby, I'm a little lover boy.
I like this a lot. We're gonna go back. It's a short one. Wow. It's a very full sound. You can hear that nice open pharyngeal space. You can see how well he utilizes breath pressure. Anytime you see sort of veins popping anywhere, some people think that's stress or strain. When it comes to singing, that's really like a lot has to do with your airflow and why those veins pop. And it just seems like he is so well supported. And of course, on top of that, being able to create such cool sounds and do so many cool things on an instrument at the same time, your brain is just working a million miles a minute. Moving a million miles a minute. Let me go back to when he starts singing. It's got this brightness to it that I love. I mean, if you've seen any of my videos, I love just a little bit of ping, and it helps so much to carry above a band or an orchestra or whatever instrumental you've got, especially if it's very thick or it's very loud. To have that brightness to cut through is so great. And the grit, the texture he's got in his sound is... Well, you've heard about loving the sight to the blind. My baby loving for the sun and the shine. She's my sweet little thing. She's my pride and joy. And then we get those moments, especially lower in his range, where we get a little bit of twang or just a different texture. You'll notice he has a slight rounding in the lips throughout a lot of his singing. I know I sound like a broken record, but rounding the lips lengthens the vocal tract. It just does so many wonderful things for your tone and for your production, your vocal production.
My baby loving for the sun and the shine. She's my sweet little thing. She's my pride and joy. She's my sweet little baby. I'm a little lover boy.
I'm sorry, we're getting so many different colors here, and I'm gonna tell you about every one of them. Here we go.
Sun and the shine, she's my sweet little thing. She's my pride and joy.
So even there, from Pride and Joy, you can hear the huge difference in how he's taking advantage of resonance.
She's my sweet little baby.
And then we get pure like nasal resonance right there.
I'm
A little bit more open pharyngeal space when he says I.
lover boy.
And then boy, we get that cool sort of, like this nuanced sort of twang. I'm gonna play the whole thing through now.
Joy. She my sweet little baby. I'm a little lover boy. Yeah, I love my baby, my heart and soul. Love like eyes I want will never grow. She's my sweet little thing. She my pride and joy. She my sweet little baby. I'm a little lover boy.
The other thing you could think when he says baby, it's like just the way he's painting that text. He makes that word a little bit more endearing because of, you know, the whole thing that he's trying to communicate, everything he's saying.
I love my baby, she long and lame. You must sweater, you see a man get mean. She's my sweet little thing. She my pride and joy.
I'm gonna forget if I don't go back now. Let me listen to that one more time.
I love my baby.
He said, love my baby. So he's using that M sound to get through that B without as much air. It's just, it's so beautiful.
I love my baby, she long and lame. You my sweater, you see a man get mean. She's my sweet little thing. She my pride and joy. She my sweet little baby. I'm a little lover boy. Till the end of time, she's my sweet little thing.
Woo, hold on. Oh man, that was... I don't play guitar. I've said it before, but man, I need to learn that. We're just gonna watch it again. I can't comment on it. I'm okay with that. It's real good. I love that we got the close-up of that just so we could see it all. I have to confess, these sorts of videos are always so tricky because as a singer and a musician myself, I want to just enjoy and I want to just watch, but of course I want to educate on the vocal side of things. I cannot say a word about his playing. You know, if it was vocal, maybe some piano, I just really appreciate being able to watch this. So I bring this up because many of you had mentioned it before. You know, do you ever just go through and watch? Yeah, I do. When it's a first time reaction, I try to just focus on the educational aspect, and then I'll go back and rewatch a few times, or you know, share it with all my friends. You have to see this, but there are just some moments where, or some, you're in a mood and you just need to watch something over and over, and hopefully your video doesn't get blocked. So we're gonna keep going, because he did something here vocally. Oh, that was what I wanted to mention vocally. I love how it's not even that his face is just relaxed. It's cool. Like, he just has this aura about him that just is so chill. And I mean, of course, he's playing blues. What do you expect? But it's just, I don't know. There's just something so like groovy and cool about his presentation in this piece. But seeing the power and the air pressure that he's utilizing and the volume he's creating and how nothing is on his face, that's another good indicator that he's supported so well from his abdomen, because it's really hard for most singers to not show on their face if they're feeling any kind of strain or they're trying to achieve something via manipulation, whereas when it's just all, you know, coming from your gut basically and just full-blown air pressure, it takes all the pressure off the larynx and off your muscles in the face. So here we go.
Yeah, I love my baby like the body's wine. Stick with her until the end of time. She's my sweet little thing. She's my pride and joy. She's my sweet little baby. I'm a little lover boy. Yeah, I love my baby, my heart and soul. Love like eyes of water never grow. She's my sweet little thing. She's my pride and joy. She's my sweet little baby. I'm a little lover boy.
I was surprised at the end there because I was not expecting his speaking voice to be so warm. He has great dexterity incorporating nasal resonance because he does not use that very much in his speaking. I had to go watch some interviews before filming this last part because it's very, I mean, you get a little bit of that gravelly sound, but it's a very low, warm, kind of smoky voice. And so now kind of reconciling that with what I heard in the song, I'm even more impressed with what he does vocally, I mean, and with guitar. But yeah, I love the nuance, the variety he incorporated with all that different resonance, finding ways to add a little bite, but also finding opportunities to just like support from the abdomen and give us like a nice open pharyngeal sound that was just full power. It was real good. I know this was it was more of a guitar centered piece perhaps, but I mean, I feel like for a first time impression, that's probably a good thing considering who the artist is. Thinking back now as well, the fact that we got so much repeated text and yet I didn't get sick of hearing it not once. You know, sometimes if a song seems monotonous and repetitive, it gets a little old and you're okay, move on. But no, like it was just so exciting every time. And yeah, this was great. I'm done. No more blubbering on. Thank you guys so much for this recommendation and for watching with me. And hopefully I will see you next time.